This is Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we're talking about the benefits of using what you have.
I'm good too.
Excellent. We have sunny blue skies here today in Portland.
Well, that's nice. We actually have sunny blue skies too, but it's not so warm out. It's in the 40s. But,
yeah, it's
not
cold
so bad.
here too.
And we do have some clouds, but it's so nice to see the sun. It makes such a huge difference, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It made my 6-mile walk this morning much easier.
Oh, and my 1 square block walk was easier too.
Your 1 square block with a poodle?
With a poodle. I had to take Bix to the groomer, so we were in a hurry. So we just went around the block.
Oh, your blocks are big there. That's
so generous of you. It really, not the block I chose to walk around.
Oh, well, he'll get more exercise later. It's a lot of exercise getting groomed.
Oh, absolutely. He's exhausted. He plays with other dogs, and he, has all his body touched and shaved and poofed and blown and scissored.
Right. It's just like that scene in Wizard of Oz when they're getting ready for the wizard.
That's right. That's right. And Bix is very proud because the Standard Poodle won the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show this year.
That's right.
So he's getting admiring glances from near and far. It's actually not true. He always gets admiring glances, but I don't think
he's
that
a
poodle.
Pretty stunning poodle.
Oh,
he's just
he looks better now than he did this morning. Let's just say that.
Because he's also a dog.
Right.
Well, today we are going to be talking about the benefits of using what you have. And
yes.
I don't know how obvious it is what we mean by that. But what got me thinking about this was that I had gotten in the habit of buying soap. There's a soap at Trader Joe's that I love, and I would just buy that bath soap and we would just use that. And then it suddenly occurred to me that we had this literally a basket full of soap that we had, received as gifts or somehow acquired over the years, and it was just sitting there.
In a basket in your bathroom?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I just kept buying new soap and using new soap, and the other soap, the perfectly good soap, was just sitting there. And I don't know. I feel like, maybe we weren't using it because it seemed like a special occasion. Like the bar we're using right now, I know was part of a gift that I received as a like an engagement present.
Oh.
So it's a couple years old.
At least.
But it just seems so funny. Like it's just sitting there. It's perfectly good soap. It's fact. I really like it because we're using that particular bar right now. It was a heart-shaped bar with a Celtic weave pattern on it.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you get to think of the person who gave it to you. Do you remember who gave it to you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about that. Like, I wonder if they would enjoy knowing that I think about them every time I lather up in the shower.
I know, you wonder. Sure, I'm sure they would.
But it is nice because in using that, I do think about that. And then, it makes me think about nice things and about getting engaged and getting married, and it just is nice. And all
and
that
it's
from the bar
allowing
of soap.
you, yeah, it's allowing you to try something different. And
Right.
I remember when my great-grandmother passed away when I was in junior high, and her house, she lived in a little, oh, no, it wasn't when she passed away, it was when she moved into a nursing home. So her house was filled with like packaged up nightgowns that people had given her, right? Or all the gifts that she'd been given that she never used because I don't know why. She was saving them for something special, or they were too good to use, maybe.
Right.
And so then, I don't know, they probably got given to charity when she moved, when her house was cleared out. But yeah, using what we have and enjoying it rather than looking at it or storing it or waiting for that time that will become apparent somehow that it's time to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, as you were talking about that, I did hear the voice of my mom saying, "Oh, that's for good. That's for good."
For good. That's what she would say. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I met with a new client today who has moved fairly recently, and we're going to be unpacking the stuff that hasn't been unpacked yet and organizing it. And she said several times, I really am committed to using what I have in terms of storage solutions and shelving and maybe repurposing things rather than going out and buying new. And I don't even think it was a budgetary thing as much as a resource thing. Like, I like what I have, and she has some antiques. It may not be the perfect thing for that space. It may not be designed for that. For example, she's talking about going to see if she can repurpose a computer armoire in her laundry room. She's going to paint it and use part of it for mops and brooms and things, and then part of it for soaps and things. And I thought that's really great. Yeah, and that's when you can get your imagination going and use Pinterest and Instagram and whatever else and come up with ways to make things work rather than spending time looking for the perfect thing. Replacement.
Yeah. That's such a great idea. And that is, I forgot when I first came up with this that was part of what I was thinking about was my word of the year, which is cultivate, and how part of that is using what I have, cultivating what I have instead of getting more. And there's a little bit of an environmental aspect of that to me. Like, this thing, whatever I have is good enough. And I don't need to go get the perfect thing because I already have this. I don't need to create more waste in the world.
All right, let's make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can certainly dispose of things without creating waste, right? I mean, you can donate and so forth. So sometimes moving things along to somebody else who can use it and love it more is a good thing. It could be a good steward.
Absolutely.
Totally get your point, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's putting the things to use that I already have. And that may mean passing it along to someone else that can use it. Mm-hmm. But if I have something that is good enough, then I don't have to buy something else, which, it just is the sort of this endless cycle of more stuff, in not just in my home, but in the world.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And it applies to so much, right? It applies to your one's clothing. And I'm thinking about like the china or the silver that some of us have that
yes,
we could actually be using. We had some people over for dinner the other night, and for whatever reason, what Barry made required 3 different small plates. And
oh my goodness,
we don't have that many small plates. And so I'm like, one time we washed them and brought them out for the next thing. But then I'm like, we're getting down the china because I have small plates in the china, and that china hadn't been used in years. I love that china. My parents gave it to me for our wedding, and it's my grandmother's china. And so it was nice. We used it. It wasn't just for special.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. It's funny, when you were talking earlier, I was about your great grandmother. I was thinking about. I have my great grandmother's china.
Oh,
and I don't use it because it needs to get hand washed.
Right.
It has a a very thin gold line around the edge, and I basically I'm too lazy to use it because I don't want to hand wash it. And then it just occurred to me, like, well, why don't I just put it in the dishwasher? Why don't I use it and put it in the dishwasher, and it'll fade over time? But like, you know, nobody wants china anymore. It's not like there's a long line of people waiting for me to pass this down to them.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. That's a very good point.
It would be better for me to use it up and enjoy it than for it to be, to save it for good.
Right.
And, to save it to pass on, keep it in as pristine condition as you could keep 100 and whatever 20-year-old china. So that I can pass it on to someone who doesn't want it. And then it becomes a burden to them.
Right, exactly. And what better way to respect it, this 120-year-old china, than by using it?
Yeah.
Even if it means that over time it becomes faded or what have you. I have the same problem with my china. It's got a silver-colored interior rim, or maybe the exterior as well. So I have to hand wash it. And I did hand wash it the other night, which was not a big deal. Actually, everything else went in the dishwasher. Well, there were several dishwasher loads after this dinner, as you might imagine. But it took me 5 minutes to wash those 6 plates or whatever it was. But yeah, I like that idea. Just use it. I once lived, when I was in college, I lived with a Mount Holyoke alumna over the summer, one summer in Washington, D.C. And she was like 50 years older than me. And they used their silver every day. There's sterling, and they just kept silver polish right next to the dishwashing liquid. So if the polish got a little bit, if the silverware got a little bit tarnished, she just washed it like she was washing it, like she would wash it.
So they would like hand wash it and then put a little silver polish on it. Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Necessary. Yeah, it was always shiny and it was never hard. And they got to use it. I've got silver sitting in a case somewhere in the house that never gets used because it gets tarnished.
I have silver too. I use it for, holiday dinners or, for having a dinner party or something like that. But I definitely don't use it every day. Right.
Nor I. And I can't remember the last time I used it. I can't even tell you where it is. I know it's here. It's in I'm pretty sure it's in I have silver plate and silver, and I'm pretty sure they're inherited. I'm pretty sure they're both in a bin somewhere. Basement, probably. It's terrible. I'm disrespecting these heirlooms. So I think those all of those examples, on varying ways of, and then there's really variable, what am I trying to say? A variety, that's it, of examples of use what you have. From soap to china.
Yeah. I have a sad story about not using what you have.
What is it?
I had some chocolate bars that were like my favorite chocolate bars, and so I sort of I want to say meted out. Is that the right word?
I think so. Rationed out, maybe?
Yeah. But I didn't want to, go through them because they were so excellent. And then it took me so long. The last one I pulled out had gone bad. And I had to throw the whole thing away.
It is a sad story and a valuable lesson of using what you have. Yeah. But
learn from my mistakes.
That's right. I see that with clients all the time, right? I mean, there are so many things that people hang on to, I'm sure, including me, that that when you pull them out finally, and maybe they're just not using them because they're hidden away, rather than consciously, like you were, trying not to use them. But yeah, then the worst, well, maybe not the worst, but sometimes we see mouse damage to things that have been stored, for example, in a basement. And that's just sad. But if you're using your things, then that's happening, and you've got a mouse problem or what have you, and you can take care of it, or a water problem.
Right.
The thing that we see,
Yeah, and I think that probably is another thing that sparked this, because in clearing out my parents' house, there were a lot of things where I just kept having this feeling like, had they used this or passed it on, or given it up, like someone could have used this, but things got water damage, things had, were eaten by mice. So much had to be thrown out and also things just got old. And, like my mom apparently would buy things that she thought would make good gifts, not with anyone in particular in mind, but just to have. Mm-hmm. And then they got put in boxes and put in the barn, which, as you might imagine, not a hospitable place for most things other than bales of hay. And
would she put them in the boxes and put them in the barn?
Yeah. So I found boxes of unopened presents that were unusable in the barn that I know that she had bought in the 90s.
And it made sense to her to store these wrapped gifts in the barn. Yeah. She'd just go out to the barn when an occasion came up, huh? I wonder how many gifts.
I think she just forgot about them. She put them out there and then got more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think that was more likely to what have happened.
Right. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? I mean, because such good intentions were behind it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was, and it just was sad because, I'm sure that she probably spent a fair amount of time having vague memories of having bought something and then not being able to find it and feeling bad. And, and then I felt bad that no one got to use these things. And then I felt bad that, having to throw it away.
Right. Absolutely. Oh.
So I have a little bit of that embedded in me, that little bit of that holding on to things for good nature. And so I really am trying to use things up, and I'm taking the opportunity of doing this cartooning class to break out all these unlined sketchbooks that I've acquired over the years and use them and fill them up. And I have sketchbooks everywhere, and not making them so precious.
Right. Oh, that's a good point. Because boy, I'm with you on the whole notebook thing and paper notebooks. I love paper notebooks. I don't really buy them so much anymore because I don't use them much anymore.
Yeah.
But I still buy them a little. And it's okay. Yeah, they don't have to stay there pristine. It's really hard to break into a notebook.
It is.
And I think that before I buy a notebook, or another thing for me is pens. I love pens, as I know you do. I'm trying really hard to not buy pens when I'm tempted, and rather take a look at my incredible pen collection.
Go shopping in your own pen collection.
Exactly, because I have a lovely pen collection, and I get into ruts in the pens that I use.
Yeah, that reminds me, friends of ours collect dish towels, and they've got us started collecting dish towels. So now we always get dish towels from when we go on trips and things, and then we buy them dish towels, and then they buy us dish towels, and so they have substantially more dish towels than us. But so they started this thing because they're all from places where they've been, or they're holiday oriented, or they were gifts or whatever. And so they created 4 bins, and they sort of divided them sort of by holiday. And so then they put any that were holiday related into the respective bins, and then they sort of divided up all of the other ones into the bins. And now they have one set in their drawer, and then in 2 months, or I can't remember how it worked out, but it seemed like to me like every 2 or 3 months, then they would sort of wash and pack up the ones they've been using and open up a new bin. And then it would be like you just said, it was like, oh, look, remember this is from our trip to Italy, or this is, oh, remember when, Shannon gave us this towel, or, whatever. And so then you get to like really enjoy them by creating a way in which you can actually use all of them, because they were just sort of using whatever was on the top of the drawer. And those same towels are just getting used over and over and over again.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love a collection. I'm not a big fan of collections in general.
Right.
But I love a collection that's being used. That's amazing. Yeah. And the fact that they're rotating it so that everything's getting equal wear and they get to enjoy all of it is just fantastic.
Well, and the nice thing about getting dish towels is that they do wear out. And so, you end up there. It's not like you keep, you collect them for forever and they're with you for forever. Like eventually you throw them out or turn them into a dust rag and then they get thrown out, or, whatever. But they have a lifespan. Right. And so you're using them up and enjoying them.
Yeah, that's terrific. To me, that's better than a souvenir plate collection or something that you display and that you keep adding to, which just means you need more shelf space or wall space or something.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I did not know you had a dish towel collection. Haven't seen it, I don't think.
Well, they're just the dish towels we use, so you might have noticed. Like right now, I think we're using one that I bought at the Library of Congress that says, I read banned books. And and what's the other one I'm using right now? Oh, one was a gift to Mike for a birthday, and for whatever reason, it has a Tyrannosaurus Rex on it. It says something funny on it. I don't remember. But so, we just have like this random assortment of dish towels.
That's neat. Yeah. Our dish towels are starting to get a little bit long in the tooth, shall we say. They're starting to get, some of them have holes in them. So it's going to be time to replace them if I can get Barry to do that, to agree to that. Maybe I'll do that I could stealthily buy a dish towel everywhere I go.
Do you want me
Salt
to
Lake City dish towel?
Yeah. It's fun. And then it's like a little bit of a hunt to find one, because not everywhere has a dish towel that properly commemorates the city that you're in.
Right. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna give that some serious thought. You don't mind if I copy you, right?
Oh, I would love it.
Okay.
That would be awesome. I just remembered one I got when I was in Phoenix. It has a drawing of some cactuses on it, and then it says, "Can't touch this."
That's excellent.
Yeah. And like Mike had to go to Atlanta, and he brought me home a towel that had a peach on it, and it says like, "You're a peach," or something like that.
Do you try to buy towels that are made of the same fabric?
No, they're all different.
No,
you can't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It would be a futile effort. That would be perfectionism at its worst.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless you're purposefully trying to keep a very minimal towel collection.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So I have an important question for you regarding something you said earlier in the episode. What is the soap that you buy at Trader Joe's?
Oh, it's the oatmeal soap. Okay. I can't remember. I haven't bought it in so long now. I can't remember exactly what it is. But it's like 2 bars come in a package in like a clear plastic wrap.
Does it smell? Or is it fragrant?
It has a very subtle, pleasant scent.
Excellent.
It's not noticeable. I mean, it's not super noticeable. Like for those of us who are very scent aware, it just has a nice, pleasant scent, but not like I don't smell it on myself later.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at their soap in some time, but they have that kind, and then they have a tea tree oil one.
Right.
Yeah, and so I get the oatmeal.
Well, next time I need to buy some soap, perhaps I will check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite nice. And we're almost through our soap. I think our last soap is the volcanic soap that we got at the hot springs in Iceland.
Oh, wow.
Although Mike is like, I don't know that I want to use that every day because it's black.
Right. Oh, he can handle it.
We might, but it's like an exfoliating soap. It has it's like gritty sort of. So we'll open that and then just have a regular bar of soap.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah. But it feels good. Like the basket is empty. And we got to have like a little fun experience of using all the soaps and trying to remember where they came from.
That's great.
Yeah. But it does feel good to use them because I don't know how long soap lasts. I think it lasts for a while unless it's, like homemade soap that has a higher fat content in it. Then it might go rancid at some point. But, it just feels good that it's not sitting around and that it's going to eventually go to waste.
Right. I mean, you see soaps that are all dusty and stuff that have been sitting around a long time. I see that in clients' homes. So that's great. You avoided that.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I am cultivating using what I have this year and not getting perfectionistic about how I use it, but letting it be good enough.
And I'm going to intentionally use what I have this year.
Good.
Yes.
All right. And what about you? Do you tend to use up what you have, or do you tend to hold on to things and save them for good, as my mom would say? We'd like to know. You can call us at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. You can head over to the website and leave a comment on the show notes at gettingtogoodenough.com, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting to Good Enough and on Twitter at GTG Enough. But for now, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Do you think you'd like to be gifted some dish towels so that it's not you that's starting this?
Perhaps, though, I'd appreciate you not verbing nouns.
Oh.